often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 16th-ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bruins ready to get this thing started and open the season. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas's offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, if there is an old warhorse, a real war daddy of the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experiences, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to throw, it's Alford. Fires to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns are on the move. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
It looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying play action. Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
To the air. It's Alford. Release to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Little. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the 1st down.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bruins offense will get the ball for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Melton. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give on the inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Alford. Skips away from pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with a relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Goes straight ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him downfield to the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting 1st down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Melton. Firing to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Back open in the middle. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass, it's Alford. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Sends it back in motion. He wants to throw it again. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The offense uses it. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Melton. Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working on the right. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its 1st touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Finds a tight end. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Makes a move. Touchdown, Texas! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting him to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run...
And that ball's free behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He gets a block. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
2nd down coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And some room to work. Fighting off the defender. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. So hard to stop.
The give to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Alford. Bringing the heat. Pulls it in, it's Lamb. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Vick. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on second and short. Pressure coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
To the air, it's Alford. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Welch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
So now it's second and long. Wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 23 to UConn. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the grab. It's Vick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Alford. Throws to the back. He's got his man. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Lamb. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space. Take advantage of it. Get it to my running back. Let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Scanning the field, it's Alford. Zings it complete to the right.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught over the middle, it's Welsh. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
He wants it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
No gain on the play. Brings up
the Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To throw, it's Melton. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Spikes the ball, and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
29 Philly, 29-50.
Wants to go up top. The quick out. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Puts it out of the air. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Working the middle. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And, hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and